Hello, and my name's Rachel and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do another declutter with me video, and we are going to do the fridge today, and we're specifically going to try and reorganise it and maybe some of our kitchen cupboards. This is going to be slightly different because I have got a couple of trays that I'm going to put in, but I just want you to show you how it's important to only get things that are actually going to serve a purpose. So I will share that with you in a second. These are the different storage items that I have got that I'm going to see if they can help me organise in my fridge freezer. I haven't gone shopping yet, so I thought I would think about how I'm going to do it first, so that when it comes to then putting storage items into here, it will be ready when I have food. This is something that I've recently bought that I want to try and find a purpose for. I think it'd be quite helpful for fruit or things like that, or maybe to store certain smaller items, but I wanted to see how that kind of was utilised within here. So let's have a look at the things that I've got. What I'm going to do is empty all of this out onto the kitchen side, and then I'll be able to re-put things back in. One can go. On medication. I quite like having these in here. I think that's just the easiest way. I tend to take off the edges. It's already got its own container. These are just for my son, so it can just stay like that. And what I tend to do is put the yogurts next to, and the yogurts are quite easy to stack, so I tend to keep them as stacking items. I think what I do want is, I think what I'll have in here are like the small packets of fruit, like the pomegranate and things like that, pomegranate seeds. I still have these. Fruit and veg storage. So I wonder if there's a way that I can have fruit in there doing that. It didn't stack, so. This is where I put spare juice and pizzas and puff pastry, and here I've got possibilities for fruit and veg, and then here I've got dairy and yogurts and things like that. Down here I've got the veg in here, and this one is usually used for meat, but I'm wondering whether or not actually it would be a good idea to put salad veg in there so that I can utilise the space. Otherwise I generally keep my meat in the freezer and defrost when I need it, so I could just do with having something smaller that maybe goes at the top that's on a plate that is for defrosting. So I've now decided that I'm going to put veg and other salad things in there so that I'm utilising both of those spaces. I tend to have most of my meat frozen, so I defrost it when I need it. As for yogurts, they don't really need a container, they kind of can stack themselves and be easy enough to see. I really like these ones from IKEA, but these ones that I bought from B&M I'm finding a bit tricky. They don't seem to be serving a purpose. So I had to tuck them right in to be able to let the door close, and it just feels like they're not doing a job, and I'm struggling with this one because it's not a separate drawer here. So I don't know how long I will keep that one. I will experiment over the next week and I keep all of juice and yogurt drinks at the very top. I generally feel like it's working better using both of those for fruit and veg, well mainly veg and salad, because I want to eat healthily and I'm thinking about how I can improve my health through my diet at the minute. I'm going to be looking at that a little bit more intently, so I wanted to make sure I was fully stocked to be able to try new recipes this week. So I have now finished decluttering and organising my fridge. One thing I noticed was that containers don't always serve a purpose, but the ones that I really liked were the ones from IKEA that were able to stack on top of each other rather than the ones, debossed kind of ones that kind of stuck out a little bit, made it very difficult for the door to close, and they weren't really holding anything specifically. So most things can be stacked or stored in their own boxes, but it is nice to be able to have some things contained and some things not. I think that works better. Like yogurts can stack themselves, they don't need a container to be in. So hopefully that's been helpful for you to see how I've organised and decluttered my fridge. I mean, there wasn't an awful lot of wastage of food. There were a few things like the garlic that were clearly growing sprouts, so I don't know whether or not to try and plant that in the garden and see if I can grow some garlic myself, so I might give that one a try. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe, click below for more videos on decluttering, minimalism and my no spend year. And I shall see you soon. Take care, bye.